virtual mission.
IP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important was the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
Looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh? I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control? The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee. One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing.
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from. It's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
Them.
I can't die twice.
Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start.
With flying colors.
Identify yourself.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Are you with Foxhound too?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
I'm sorry, but there's no one in Foxhound like that.
Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions.
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
What's that?
It's running on water.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend. A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
Snake, you're a legend.
A legend is nothing but fiction.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and...
Because they were never a part of the simulation. Because they were never a part of the simulation. Because they were never a part of the simulation.
The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
It's exactly what the President and Ames described. A massive cover story.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies.
I've got this disk that the President gave me. This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system.
Got the disc. Emma set everything up. Apparently all you have to do is pop in the disc. That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Damn! The connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%.
Is he still alive?
He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal Gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses.
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
Raiden, do you copy?
You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
How would that be possible, period?
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long? Like that. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that. Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden.
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
None of this would have happened if you just stopped.
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
Colonel.
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged. Staged. Staged.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. No such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology. What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
Brothers!
Liquid!
I've been waiting for this! It can't be!
No such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
No such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Exactly. I was controlling him.
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship.
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
Decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you. Something like a self exists inside of you.
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being. Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught.
You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me. Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me. Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me. Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. Doesn't matter if they were real or not. Doesn't matter if they were real or not. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know. Rose, does she actually exist? And I won't let you be just a dream.
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
Rose, does she actually exist?
See me for what I am, okay?
Virtual mission?